many people have problems controlling their anger. Um, you cannot be a wrathful person and make it into the kingdom of God. You gotta know that everything works out for the good. You can't get angry at others for making mistakes. You can't get angry at your mom or dad or anything for doing what they want to do. Um, and I there's so many people nowadays that get angry, very angry. People are so wrathful nowadays. I've noticed they get angry over the dumbest stuff. Like you make a mistake and they throw a fit. Especially now that the time is closed, the devil is ramping up his anger because he knows he's getting very angry because he knows us saints have a small amount of time left on this earth. And I see it. I see it in people. They get very angry for anything you do. If you're if you're a saint of God, a true Christian, um, you gotta treat people with respect of how you would want to be treated. You can't. I have a Christian friend that he gets angry. He gets angry at people for he's. I mean, being angry and arrogant are like two different things, but you can't be arrogant either. You gotta listen and be humble to what other people are saying, and maybe it can teach you a few things. You just can't ignore people because you're not interested in what they're saying. Because Jesus talks through people. You might miss something that the person's saying. Just be watchful of what you say or do, and don't upset people. Don't get angry at them. Have mercy on them because Jesus has mercy on you. You you gotta help people. You see an old person walking in the building. You open the door to help them. Old people nowadays think, oh, these dang kids, these dang young people, all they do is care for themselves, and they don't care about us. They don't have no respect for anybody. Um, but you gotta help people. You gotta be a role model for other people. If you be a good role model to people, and you become a good friend with somebody, and they'll be like, if they say, dude, you're really nice. Like you're a really nice person. Like I don't understand how you can be so nice all the time. Just and right when they say that, say glory be to God, and maybe it'll spark something in their brain, and they will become a Christian, a true Christian. Maybe they'll follow the principles of the Bible, and they'll look into reading the Bible. You lead people to Christ. You got to be good friends with them. I mean, you don't have to be good friends with them, but it's way easier to be friends with someone and they trust you, and then just wait, be patient about telling them, and at the end, like, especially since time is short, when you become really good friends with them, close, say, dude, listen, um, I want to talk to you about Jesus Christ, and you go on to what you think is fit about telling that person. Um, but you got to be generous with money too. You can't be greedy. You got to be giving, because think about it this way: if you give a homeless person $5, don't you think God will repay you for that? God has done that so many times with me. I cannot explain to you guys about how many times I give into the church or give into the homeless. He always repays you. He doesn't. What's it called? He doesn't. He doesn't forsake you. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry. He doesn't forsake you for what you do. You do something good, you'll get something back. I hate. I don't like. It's like. I guess it's like karma, but I'm not saying. What karma is, but it's not. I'm not saying the religion of it. But you do something good, you get something good in return. It's always true. You do something to upset God, expect something back. Expect to get disciplined by God. Back to when I got received money for giving a homeless person money. So I gave a homeless person like $5, and No one ever leaves tips at work for me, for anybody, because they can't accept tips at work. And this person left a $20 tip at work, and I got $10 from it, and that's the first time it happened. And that's after I gave a homeless guy like $5 a few days ago, and I thought that was pretty cool. And he always repays you, and you gotta fear God in everything you do. You gotta fear God in your mind, thoughts, actions, words. You can't if you have no fear of God, then how can you say you're of God? How can you say you follow His laws if you don't fear straying off course by doing your own actions? You know, you gotta have fear of God. Um, no, God doesn't want you to live an enclosed life. You gotta. God does give you like happiness in life. He doesn't want you to fear Him 24/7. Just be very cautious of what you do, what you say, what you do. That ties in that anger and stuff. Just you know a Christian when you see one. It's all about how they act. You can tell them by the fruits they bear, what they do, how they what they give to you, how they help you, what they do in return for what you do for them. And honestly, there's so many wolves dressed in sheep's clothing today. Like it's ridiculous. Like you can't go to a church and not have a wolf dressed in sheep's clothing unless you go to a very small church. Um, it's very rare. There's so many wolves out there. They'll eat you alive. Um, so if the devil does something to frighten you, don't be discouraged from it. Just know God will avenge you. Heck, this guy at work, I went to get like Old Bay or something, and it was like by the stove, and like he's like, that's my area, you shouldn't be back here. And he just like he was really rude about it. And like this happened a while ago, and after a few days, like I got really upset by it, because like, I wasn't upset. I was just like I really just wanted to like say something back to him, like really mean. I was just like, you know what, God will take care of it. And God did, because soon enough when I came back to get my paycheck, um they get my coworker was on the phone and says, yeah, he's sick as a dog. He can't come in today. and I was just and I came in right at the right time for my coworker to say that right in front of my boss. And that was just a confirmation from God that He avenged me for what He did to me to make me upset. And you can't be upset. Just know God will avenge you. There's no reason. Jesus wasn't mad at the Orthodox Jews for crucifying Him. He said, forgive them, Father, for they did not know what they have done. You know? Just have mercy. God bless you all.